96 Suzuki GSX-R 750, the 95 Honda CBR 600, the 89 Ducati Corsa, the 73 Triumph Bonneville, the Yamaha TZ 750, the Kawasaki ZX-R, the Yamaha FZR. Oh, the list goes on. Some beautiful bikes and beautiful machinery. Yes, indeed. And even the Honda RCVF 400, of course, the single swing arm machine. And look at the blaze of glory down there, looking absolutely beautiful. And those of you catching it live, loud and proud on Ctas will get a picture of the colour, because no two ways about it, this was the era of putting colour into motorcycling from its earlier drab post or classic days to these modern bikes and modern colours and modern leathers, and the list goes on. So there we go, the Dean Bentley, Dave Coles, Eddie Katbergs, Jordan Leslie's, Russell Barker's, Dave Freeman, the Polka Dots is back, Brendan Coe, Perry Lett coming out of the River City of Wanganui, Matt Einerson, Malcolm Pierce back again, the floor covering expert from Roto Vegas with Rory Garvey, Blair Mason, Andy Skilton. Want to have a shout out for Andy and all his work going on the motorcycling New Zealand scene at the moment as our Commissioner Extraordinaire for Road Racing, and Anthony Clark, just some of the names to look out for. And Brad might be post-classics, it might be sort of a few seconds down on what a modern superbike can do, but when you're lining up thousands and 900s and 750s, these are still very fast motorcycles.
Yeah, absolutely, and the sound, it's something special as well. There's some beautiful sounding machines. So Dean Bentley and Dave Cole having a little tussle there. We've got one down in turn number 7, so he's still got that bike upright and getting out of there, so A-OK there, but he's now out of this race. So unfortunately, easy to make a mistake into turn 6 and run off there, so tricky little part of the track here at National Motorsport Park.
Might have been Malcolm, because I get the idea it's an older motorcycle. So Malcolm in there on the choice flooring by Pierce, supported 73 Triumph Bonneville 750. Malcolm does the trip from Roto Vegas down to Invercargill most years for the Burt Munro, and it's sort of like a bit of a reunion because we don't get to see him at a lot of the other events around the country, but he loves going to the Burt Munro Challenges. We'll all be looking forward to that next year. Bring it on with another great year of New Zealand's most amazing motorcycle event. If you've not done the safari, we'll call that one as well, for the Burt Munro, you've got to put that on your bucket list first. Let's go racing, Brad. There's the Ducati out in front.
Yeah, Dave Cole, he's managed to get past Dean. He's in the lead too, so a 142 outlet, that's quick for these guys here. So Dave Cole, Dean Bentley, Eddie Katberg, then go back to Jordan Leslie. Shout out to Jordan on that beautiful Honda 400. Got Russell Barker there, that's 5th place for him. Dave Freeman, Brendan Code, well done Cody, top 7 for him, and then 8th place Perry Lett, Matt Eisen, 9th, and Andy Skelton already up into 10th place. So that's our top 10 at the moment, but Dave Cole now out in the lead and stretching out that advantage. He's got about a 10 bike length advantage heading out of turn 5, so looking very, very classy at the moment. Just fresh off his win in the Classics, double classing straight away, and already out in front of this one, so special stuff from Dave Cole.
All right, 2, 2, 4. Right, what we've got is we've got 2. We've got a bit of a pair out in front as well. Yes, in fact, that is the 79 of Malcolm Pierce. That was great recovery by Malcolm. I think he's been all the way through that kitty litter and ridden it out. You could have dropped the potatoes behind the rut that he made through the dirt, and he'd created a bit of a dust wave as he powered his way out of that. He's rejoined the racing line because he did not go down, Brad. So he isn't nothing wrong with doing it. He just obviously, I would say it was in the traffic he was in. Malcolm's not that sort of rider, so I would say he was just in amongst traffic for whatever reason, couldn't get around the corner, so he just shot off into the kitty litter, and he's been able to keep it upright and carry on out there. So going back to our story, 2, 2, and 4. We're talking about 2 riders out in front, 2 then for a very good 3rd and 4th, and then from 5th place onwards, 4 riders all over each other like a rash. So we're going to be keen to watch these different battles. But when I said a pair out in front, the gap between 1st and 2nd already extending, and Dave Cole, the legend that he is, extending the advantage out. And how quick would that change have been, Brad? Somebody must have had the other bike going for him, surely, wouldn't you?
Oh, have to have jumped straight on that at the end of pit road, really. So yeah, the Kiwi Classic Moto Dunlop machine, beautiful Ducati, Dave Cole. He's now got a 4.5 second lead. To give you an idea, he'd only just got into the lead when they crossed the pit last time around. So impressive stuff. Dean Bentley there on that FZR 600. He's there in 2nd place, the 511 machine. Jordan Leslie up into 3rd place ahead of Fast Eddie Katberg on the Fast Eddie Cycle Repairs machine. Brendan Code up into 5th, so Cody making a bit of a move in this one as well. He's also on the Kiwi Classic Moto Ducati, and this is really good stuff, so this is good. Top 5, Dave Freeman in 6th, Perry Lett up into 7th, Matt Einerson there in 8th place, and the man in 9th now, Russell Barker, he's dropped a few positions, so hopefully everything A-OK. Dropped a big chunk of time on that last lap around, so look out for that one. Andy Skelton still in 10th, Rory Garvey, that's 11th, Blair Mason, Anthony Clark, and Malcolm Pierce rounding out the 14 runners in our post-classics, and already we're halfway through this one. 2 laps to go, and Dave Cole is flying at the front.
All right, so we've got a 1100 GSX Suzuki and 1170 Suzuki, 888 Ducati, but we've got a few 600s. So in fact, if we had the sort of the junior class of Post Classic as well, we'd have some other smaller bikes in there, like Eddie Kattenberg's 600, Blair Mason, Mr. Kim's Aerosols there on the LW Electrical and Solar, Total Oils, Crafted Signs, X-Light helmets, Style Martin Racing Boots. So he's on the little ZXR 400 as well. So a mix of machinery through there from a CC capacity point of view, but all here for one enjoyment of some post-classic racing. And there's nothing better than being on that 400 and you're going to smoke it against the 600. You're looking good. But Dave Cole on that Ducati, there's no other sound like it. You can pick up a Ducati in the pack anytime. Speaking about Ducati, hey, congratulations for their win MotoGP last week. Brad, the trifecta for first, second, and third in that MotoGP race. If there was such a one, you'd have got 10 grand off that, wouldn't you?
We would have made a lot of money in the bookies, I tell you. That was pretty hard to pick that one, but yeah, no, full credit to that one there. MotoGP, great to have that up and running again as well. So yeah, us road racing fans are absolutely spoiled now. We're back on track, we're back on the TV, and soon we'll be catching up with the fine Kiwi Cormac Buchanan as he takes on year number 2 of his Red Bull Rookies campaign. Currently in Spain now at the moment, getting ready for that. So we'll look at follow Cormac Racing. If you don't already follow it, you have to get on social media and find him, because he's such a cool little kid, and great to watch his endeavours all over the world. We've got one lap to go on this one here. Post Classics, white flags out. Dave Cole has a massive 8.6 seconds. Back to Jordan Leslie, who's now up into second place here at Dean Bentley. It's a good move into turn 14 for Jordan. So shout out to Jordan. He's spannering for Team Rees Racing and SJ Cavell, who we'll see in the Supersport 600s later on. So awesome to have him on racetrack. And fast Eddie Kattenberg still there in 4th place with Brendan Code, 5th Dave Freeman, Magnuson and Perry running at our top 8 as we catch down the back straight. Our race leader, the number 75 machine, Dave Cole, on that Kiwi Classic Moto Ducati. He's out of turn 13, on the way to 14 and around there nicely. This is going to be the chicken flag waving. The best time 1:38, which is quick around here, so well done. That's the chicken flag. He will get the first win for our Post Classics for the weekend. And looking at the flip-flop now, we've got Jordan's going to come through in second place. Dean's going to get third, and then Eddie, who got quicker and quicker as that race went on, like his fastest lap of the race, 1:41 that last lap round. So fast Eddie getting faster as the week goes on. He's in 4th place. Brendan Code comes home in 5th. And then we look to Dave Freeman crossing the line in 6th. Matt Anderson there, 271. He's 7th place with Perry Lett finishing in 8th. So we've got a top 8 in the books. Our 4-lap Post Classic race one all done and dusted there. And Dave Cole, that is quite an impressive showing, lapping in the 1:38.9s, which is that's pretty quick around here.
Speaking about pretty quick round here, Brad, just want to do a shout out for our board member and all-round good guy, Mr. Scott Wilkins, fastest rider in New Zealand. In fact, I say just round here as well, because we